Hello, welcome again to Ani's Kitchen. Today's recipe is mazzuno küfte. This is Armenian traditional yogurt soup. Joining me, my very beautiful friend, Angie. What are we cooking, Angie?
We are cooking a yogurt soup today, and thank you. I am so happy to be here. So we're gonna make yogurt soup. It's kind of like a meatball yogurt soup.
Little fancy one. Little time consuming, but you're gonna love it. So let's get started.
Okay, we're gonna start with kebbe. It's pre-made already. You'll see the recipe in the link. We have ground beef that's been cooked with onions and nuts and spices. This is a classic kebbe stuffing. We have cubed butter. It's been seasoned with some red pepper, black pepper. We have short grain rice, half a cup you'll need, and some water with some ice cubes in it to make the kebbe.
And we have here chicken boiled and pulled to add in the soup. I have here salt up to taste, and I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And then we have the most important thing, the yogurt. We're using Karun yogurt. It's very delicious, and they have very light, like soury taste, like little tarty. So let's start making the kebbe. So first we're gonna wet our hands. We're gonna take little portions. You decide the portions. Okay. Just roll them. And then we're gonna make a cavity. And then you're gonna stuff it with any stuffing that you like. So Angie's doing with the meat, I'm doing with the butter. The original classic recipe calls for lard, but nowadays we don't use any lard anymore. So this is the way. Good job. This is the meat one. Yes. So let's do one more time. Then we're gonna make the empty ones. So now we're gonna make the plain ones.
So you can take the kebbe, and if you don't want to put anything in it, you can just roll it up into a little ball. Let's see. Very easy. And you can even have your kids help with this. It has no filling. So we're using Karun yogurt today. You can find this Karun yogurt in any of your Middle Eastern food stores in your areas. We got this from Musy's Bakery. Shout out to them. And it's a very tasty, kind of thick yogurt. Now I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Some people use cornstarch and some people will use an egg. You can use an egg in the same manner. It's just to thicken the yogurt just a little bit when you're cooking. You can also add a spoon of lebni. This is also Karun lebni. This is great. It's called kefir cheese. If you like your yogurt soup to be a little bit more dense, you can add the lebni. It'll just thicken it up a little bit more, or you can just leave it with just the mazzun. And then we're going to be adding some water to it to bring it to room temperature, so when you add it to the soup, it does not spoil or break. So we are now melting the butter. We have about a 1/4 cup of mint. You can add as much as you want. And so we're gonna just fry up the mint in a sense, and then we're gonna add it to the soup once it's finalized. To make the soup, you have to have some chicken stock or beef broth. You can use either. Bring it to a boil. You'll need about 4 to 6 cups. We're using the stock that was left over from yesterday's chicken that we had cooked. And now we're going to be adding half a cup of short grain rice to the stock. You also want to add some salt to the stock while you're cooking it. Taste it, make sure that it tastes right.
Now I'm just stirring, and we're going to leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes until the rice is cooked. We're now cooking the köfte in the chicken broth before adding the yogurt.
We've cooked the kebbe in the broth. So we're just going to remove it, and then we're going to cook the rest of the kebbe. Some have meat, some are plain, so we've just We're just going to be cooking it all. Now I'm just going to take some of the hot water and add it to my yogurt mixture. Bring it to room temperature, and it'll make it easier when you pour the yogurt mixture over the soup. It won't break. So we're just going to keep taking some water. So at this point we can add the yogurt mixture to the soup. Ani, please mix it for me. Great job.
Okay.
It is beautiful. We can add the mint
Okay.
that we fried earlier. You can fry this with butter or with olive oil, whatever you like. So I like to add chicken to my mazunov shorba. I don't eat meat, so chicken works for me. It's just as good. Just let it boil for a minute or two. You can keep it on low. Delicious. I like to add a little bit of red pepper to my
God.
soup.
The yogurt is delicious.
Yes. So let's try it. Mine is chicken. Oh, it's so good. Delicious. Great job. I really enjoyed being here with you, Ani, at Ani Catering.
Angie, thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you for taking the hassle.
It's been so fun. And now I have my meal for dinner.
Excellent. Thank you for watching us. Until next time, stay safe.